try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! Great job by the back on the option. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch with these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. Wants to return it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, this quarterback has been absolutely spectacular today. Over 400 yards passing late in the game with this big lead. We're curious to see how long the coaches keep him out there, but from what I can see on the sideline, he wants to continue to play. There is so much momentum and chemistry down here. This offense continues to roll, and it is a...
Caught, and he's got room. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Handoff from the shotgun. No, he got loose. Open space at the 25. Flying out to the left. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wilson to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're putting their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and take it back. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Wolverines. Special teams proving to be special. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And it's blocked. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that.
Number 22, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Running inside, it's Richard. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Corralled and brought down by the defense. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Trying to move them on the counter. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Right back to the well.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Underwood fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Complete to the right. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll move the wide receiver. Could be an alley. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. With the catch, it's Chandler. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense putting points on the board. They are finishing the deal, building
defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Dropping back, it's Cherry. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struck.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
The Hoosiers will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack.
Ready. Black 14. Black 14.
Wide receiver going in motion. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Makes the grab over the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered.
Red 18.
good to throw for it on fourth. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. They'll go with a direct snap. There's got enough space. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those.
Flag 14. Let it go.
The run inside. It's Richard. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Cherry. Pocket breaking down, and they got him.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46.
Black 18.
The give as they work on that clock. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense set on first down.
Ready. Wide 80. Wide 80.
Might as well give it to him again. Finding some room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Ready. Black 14. Black
Underwood on the play action. He'll take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Why not double the try total and go for 2?
Blue 30. Blue 30.
Direct snap. He goes airborne, and he's in there, and the 2-point try is good.
Well, he did a great job finding a crease on that 2-point play. He gets it in, and the offense comes away with 8 points on the drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.